Hello, hello. Welcome to my second match of the World Cup, which has no consequences whatsoever on the outcome because my team has already advanced to the next stage and taken first place in this section of it. So I could lose all these games and it would not matter for me. It will affect, I suppose it can affect the results for some other people. So it's not entirely meaningless in that respect. So let's look at this board. There's draw. The thing we're missing here is trashing as far as engine play is concerned. By the way, my opponent is Lekkit, and he is representing Refugee A team because there are a couple teams that are catch-alls for extra people who signed up, but either their country didn't get enough signups to make it, or their country got too many signups. So without trashing, it's going to be really difficult to make the engine terribly good, but probably with crypt there's enough to make the building worth it. It's not really clear that you want a conspirator, but I bought one, so I guess it's too late to take that back. I am having a bit of trouble, or my thing is lagging a little bit, but well, I guess I should unmute myself on Discord. Sorry, Discord, I was muted. So he opens with a bard, which is fine. There are quite a number of bard results, which could be quite helpful. I guess I'm gonna buy the witch here. The knights are a bit of a tougher sell. Now I'm going to buy the crypt, I think. It could be lab, but he may have missed 5. Due to hitting 4 here with the silver. I'm not sure. He's also having lag apparently. We may have trouble. Okay, his bard missed the shuffle and he was not able to get a witch, so that's good for me. This was a nice draw. I didn't have collision here, so I'm pretty likely to hit 5 again here. River's Gift is a nice little boon for him. I mean, I could hit 4 if I draw 2 estates, but yeah, it's lagging. It's weird. I don't know what the deal is. I guess the question is second crypt or lab. Let's go with the lab for now. So far my shuffles have been quite nice relative to his. Like an $8 hand is just pretty terrible. It may not matter after a shuffle, but still it's not very good. He buys a province already. It's too early. I mean, I don't know that my plan here to make this draw stuff work is going to happen, but there's just no reason to buy a province at that point. Here the conspirator is a little sad, but pretty nice. It is just crazy to buy it. Not a great crypt, but fine, I guess. It's crazy to buy a province there. Especially when he's like behind on cursing and stuff too. I already have 5, so just copper is fine. I will like a second crypt now. I guess I'm okay triggering the shuffle. I would like to try and get to the crypt. I probably don't need to pull the silver off yet. Since I'm going to have an activated conspirator in here, I think. I think I can just take the copper and that's fine. I would love to find a crypt. Excellent. Okay. So now I'm going to start on the horns. And the horns, I should be able to hit 5 most turns. I'll always have a crypt in play pretty much. So I'll just start stacking up these laboratories. And then eventually horns of plenty. More horns of plenty, I guess. I'll take the silver and I'll only need a copper. I really don't ever need more money than $5. So it's pretty easy to get 5 for the most part. I don't think there'll really be a pile issue ever, because here is not so clear. I might want to take the silver here just in case I don't find a lab or anything, which I did. But, I would love to find a crypt here. I did. Very good. So I may want a 3rd crypt at some point, but 2 might be good for a while. I'm going to add a lab and a horn here, I guess. It could just be double lab for now, really. Let's go with double lab. And I guess I'll set aside the horn and just draw it immediately next turn. At the very least, it'll gain me a patrician, which I think are going to be pretty good for me. They won't be labs that often, but they will sometimes, and that's nice. So I can get a patrician here. I guess I could get a conspirator even, but I don't really want one. I would just like more patricians, to be honest. Now I can think about a second horn. I guess it's okay. This should be a really, really easy win from this point. Having some lag. So, I don't know. There's no reason to pick the silver up. Oh, Conspirator didn't do much for me. Yeah, probably will want a third crypt. This will just be double labs. I'll just pile the labs here. From here on out, pretty much. He gets a gold, that's fine. I will take this silver now. There's a witch in here. And the lab, apparently. This could be sad. It's a little sad. This wasn't perfect, but I probably will only need one of either silver or copper to make my $8 horns from what I've been seeing once I have emporiums. So and I can just wait till I have like 4 horns. I mean, it's not an issue. Patrician did not hit. I really need to find the crypt this turn. Yeah, now we'll just be super clean. And very happy. So I can finish the labs. Of course, the curses will empty my turn, and then it'll just be okay. Well, I know I want a horn from here. It's probably not too important which of these I take, but I suppose the silver is a little better. The patricians will actually hit fairly often now. As long as I have the... What was I choosing from there? I need to pay a little bit of attention to... I guess I'm done here. Probably I can win next turn. I'll need like an emporium, I guess. Well, not next turn, literally. depending on what he buys. Okay, so this crypt will still stay off. It doesn't matter. One more crypt last turn might have been better than what I got, since I have quite a number of treasures now. I can get 4 provinces, which is not quite good enough. I guess, well, it's not quite good enough, but it's probably good enough. I can buy 1 province. Oh, sorry. Let's see if he accepts. I forgot to play my horns. He can't do more than 1 gain a turn, so these are fine. I guess I'm not confident enough in my ability to draw the deck each turn. I should have gotten another crypt before that Emporium, but this is fine. He just has a duchy. I mean, his deck just doesn't have much going for it, really. Man alive. Now I'm just having all kinds of connection troubles. Well, we did draw the deck again, so we can finish it now. Whoa. What is going on? So it was a pretty nice little draw engine there. I went first, so his turn. Yeah, the crypt was basically the trashing for us there. This time we have goat. 5-2 sucks. I mean, it's, well, actually, that's not true. Not with Sentry. So I will open Sentry Pixie, I guess. 5-2 it'd suck if I had my goat in this hand. And it still wouldn't really suck that much. So what does Dismantle do? Trash a card from your hand if it costs 1 or more. I might want a Dismantle, maybe? I'm not sure. But definitely I guess he had a 5-2 as well. I'll certainly be buying tournament this turn. This was a bit sad, but not a huge deal. I will be clean before him. He's getting some good trashing here, though, so maybe not. This was really rotten. I will keep that for now. Okay, I would have liked to get a gold, I guess. He might be able to buy a province next turn. There, this is excellent. Unless my pixie gives me some sort of money. Well, it is, I guess, Will-O-Wisp. I'm not sure if Will-O-Wisp is better than pixie here. It can draw the prizes, which is pretty cool. I suppose well, I'll trash it. I can't trash with goat this turn though, because I need to buy a gold. I am gonna hit my province this turn. I think it's more or less guaranteed. He might though also with his pixie, so he could still get first prize here. Hopefully his gold is hiding. No, he got there. Okay. I guess we'll find out if we're very sad. Yeah, we're very sad. Okay. So that's really awful. That's gonna be tough to work around, actually. Almost impossible to work around. Probably. I can't really buy another tournament now. Yeah, if he hadn't drawn the province immediately, I would have been okay. But this might just be the end of it. As it's not really very easy to hit 8 under these circumstances. Okay, that makes it possible here. In fact, I will make it. The wisps are nice because they draw themselves. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, all in all, it's not too bad yet. Since he didn't get a prize, so. And now I'm blocking him, so that's good. He is going to get first prize here. Which is not a huge deal, actually. I think I would like Princess myself, but the draw stuff's okay. The attacks followers is not. Oh no, he didn't have it. I was confused. It was just some sort of lag or something. So, I guess the question is whether I want to try to get a second, which I don't really. So I'll just get the princess. Alright, so this could be a hireling. There's sort of an interesting wisp princess interaction. If you can play the princess before you play the hireling. I'm sorry, before you play the princess, before you play the wisp. I think I'm gonna go with these guys. Followers, again, I'm not especially worried about. I think I'll try to get. I mean, I'm just gonna try and build this Workers Village Oracle draw deck really, and just have the pile control. I ought to be able to keep myself relatively clean. So I'm not trashing. I will go ahead and discard this tournament though, in case. This was really lucky that I drew this province here. But I'm much happier to have the steed, to be honest, than the followers. I like my prizes better than his. He hasn't played his hireling yet. I guess the Will-O-Wisp I can play more or less whenever I want. I can buy. I'll keep these. I'll make him discard that, I guess. I suppose I ought to have played the princess first there, although it wouldn't have made the difference this time. Okay, so I can buy a couple workers' villages and an oracle. A warehouse I don't really need at this point due to the I actually can take diadem and it does help me quite a lot, so that's really nice. But I suppose I want to do that later on. Well, he doesn't have his province, so now I can just do it. I'm not gonna want the bag of gold, like, at all, ever. He can keep those. I don't care about the dismantle. Not at all. Okay. I might get a crop or trash in here. Nope. So I can leave province on top. Or, no, not really. Well, I can, I mean. I could just leave these on top. It's a question of whether I want the buy or not. I probably don't really need it. Or the money. That seems like an okay top deck, so we'll just leave those. And then I probably ought to get a hireling. Just for a little more consistency. He's gonna play his followers this turn, I think. He hasn't played it in a long time, so now I can discard the province. Yeah, I mean, he can buy provinces if he wants. It doesn't matter to me. I suppose he probably has his province in hand. Yeah. I need to find that other oracle, so I would like to have saved this century, but here I can play this princess first, and this will make the wisp very likely to draw. I think I may get quite a bit of use out of that before everything's said and done. Yeah, he has just all these estates and stuff. I'm going to be able to make the diadem quite good. I'm going to be able to buy a lot of pixies. I'll have to be a little bit careful with piles, but by and large it's not a big deal. I maybe could have played, I'm sure I could have played, I imagine I'm making a few card order misplays during these turns because it's not trivial to get right, but oh, I forgot to update the score with these beautiful flags. I guess he's just, oh, he still doesn't have enough for a province. Well, if I draw the deck, I'll be able to win this turn. More tournaments is a little baffling to me. But, I could have let him keep those, it wouldn't have mattered. So, let's see what the pixie is. Sure. No. I mean, he can just keep that, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I just win now. I can empty a bunch of stuff, basically. Can empty provinces. No, I can't empty provinces, but I can empty the estates and the pixies. Suppose I can empty the... No, I don't have enough for that. I could have scored a little more points because I didn't actually need any of the money. So I could have gotten another duchy, but obviously it's not worth doing that. And even I played the end a little bit slower than I properly should have. I could have finished that quicker. So, what do we got going on here? A lot of engine stuff. I could open Plan Engineer, which seems pretty good to me. I guess the only issue is that it doesn't work so well, actually. Trashing OE kind of makes a bad shuffle. That's actually a bit of a problem. I could open Plan on Swindler, I could just open Swindler Engineer. Plan to trash the overgrown estate isn't that great, because then I just get another $3 hand, right? Right away. Which is not the worst thing. I can buy Swindler then. I just am not sure if that's the way to go or not, if there's a better way. Getting Plan on the Engineer is pretty good. This may not be ideal, but I'm going to try it. I can pay less. I can trash a copper instead. So I'm going to try that, actually. This will be Potion Swindler on my play here, and then I'll trash the Hobble. Pay off debt. Next turn, now this is not a bad shuffle to trigger if I wanted to. If I wanted to buy another engineer. Though there's something to be said to just paying off the debt. Said for just paying off the debt. And being able to buy a scrying pool, right? So I think I'll leave off the engineer buy here. I can just replace the Swindler, not a big deal. I might give Humble Castle, it sucks. This, I will buy another engineer here. So that was an okay draw off the OE. I will be able to pay debt and buy scrying pool, no problem. I'm way ahead on the trashing, so... Well, that's actually not too bad for him. Do I want to buy another OE? I'm a little sad to have killed his necropolis instead of something like a copper or swindler. Oh, I have the buy now, so... So I can either dig for something or just give him the curse, which seems not terrible. Do I have an engineer still? I'm not sure. Okay, that was pretty nice. Okay. I will want more engineers, actually. So I'll probably buy one here. That was a bit unfortunate to not find the workers' village on that last turn. I'm afraid I don't really follow getting the crumbling castle. It doesn't seem very good at all to me. I could kill my necro. I'm probably not going to need that many terminals. But I will still trash copper before that, I suppose. Okay. I'm gonna get another swindler. Another workers' village. Buy another engineer. I'm pretty far ahead here. The death carts are probably alright. No, I'm gonna try and hit him, so. I didn't manage it. Did not quite manage to get around to a... That was really kind of a rotten draw. I still am just in good position. I guess he wanted silver, so I don't really know. Let's see. Yeah, I'll trash that. What should I give him, though? The death cart? I could just discard it, I suppose. How many potions are left? Or pools? 4 pools. I guess it's probably good to give him death cards. He's not really clean. I'm not 100% on that, to be honest. I would like my potion. Well, I can draw it later. I thought I had another swindler. Oh, it's on the mat. That's right. Okay, so I can get a third swindler. The important thing will be to be in a position to kill all the scrying pools the turn after the scrying pools are gone. That's going to be important. I'm not sure how many engineers I want to buy here. Get the trashing while the trashing's good. I mean, I can probably 3-pile somewhat soon. There's really nice triumph points to be made using Death Cart and engineers and stuff. Like really big points there. Plus with the workers' villages. I think the only question is like those silvers are so bad. I think the question is more when will that be possible than anything. It's not that far away. He gave me a potion, which I'm pretty alright with. Since I'll buy more scrying pools, that's fine with me. Well, we might have the pile out this turn if we draw the deck. Just with the second potion. And I don't have to score any points. I only have to gain 4 death carts. So, or 3 workers will it. No, that doesn't. Well, yeah, I mean. So if I draw the deck, I think I will probably make it. So it looks good for me. I just have to have enough money to buy the engineers out, right? Well, I have to get to the potion first, I guess, is one thing. Well, I might have a pile out another way, even if I don't get to the potion. I guess that's it. So think I had pretty darn good shuffles, for sure. I'm not really sure what he was doing with that crumbling castle. That looked pretty bad. And then the yeah, I'm not sure. I think playing on engineer is just really, really nice there for what you're trying to do. But I certainly had good shuffles. So I can open with 5 if I want to. But I'm not certain that that's really all that great. I'm not certain that that's better than a sacrifice opening. Shanty sacrifice or silver sacrifice, to be honest. Like the fives. I mean, if there was a trasher, I'd do it, but not just. I mean, that I'd get a minion, but just for a minion, it doesn't seem like the play. The question is whether I need the silver shantytown, really, to me. I'm a little worried about colliding, I suppose, and I think the silver is good enough. I could save here and buy a 4. Or I can just buy a minion. If I was going to buy a 4, it would either be a second sacrifice or a exorcist. Charm is pretty nice. The idea is that I would be getting a 5 using the saved copper anyway. That's not all that likely, though, given that the rest of the cards are possibly junk. I'm not sure if I could save and say the silver in hopes of hitting 7. That's not gonna happen yet. I will draw the hand where it would have, but so I'm not. I think the thinning is good. Though there's always a real risk of just completely whiffing on minions, like for a long time, and then that's pretty sad. Or can be pretty sad. Second silver. The only reason to get more silvers is because there's stonemason. Or I would say the main reason, probably. Fortunately, he didn't hit 7 or a savable 5. Well, I don't want to fall too far behind on these minions, although you can build just a lab deck, a trashed lab deck, which is pretty good too. That's a bit of a bummer, but whatever. Can't do nothing about it. This could be an imp gainer if he doesn't hit me again, which he doesn't. So the question is if I want to stonemason for minions or if I want to get an imp. I think I'll stonemason this time. Festival pretty good, for sure. Nothing trashable Stonemason is pretty nice as a sacrifice target. I assume I'm gonna get hit here with the attack, although he might have the... I'm gonna play mine for cycling. Here's a good turn for him. He may want to undo that and save something, although most of the time when you save here it doesn't help you. Though you still want to do it. It's just a lot of times it does nothing for you. So there goes the minions. It's not like I said, it's not the end of the game to lose a minion split. It's more the end of the game because he's just ahead of me. Is the bigger issue, I think. I thought my sacrifice was in here, but apparently not. Man, where is the sacrifice? Is there even a sacrifice? This is a pretty sad turn all around, to be honest. Charm is okay. Charm fits better if you'd gone heavy lab. It would have been pretty good. Well, it would have been all right anyway. I'm not sure if I want the festival yet or not, but man, I hope he attacks me here. Okay. So he's just so far ahead on me. He's got such a nice deck. He's much cleaner. I haven't played my Exorcist once, so that's never a great sign. I'll be looking out for a 3-pile. It's probably the only way I can beat him is if he misses a 3-pile. Or greens too early or something, although that doesn't seem terrifically likely to be his problem here. But yeah, I will look for a 3-pile that he potentially misses, or that he potentially sets up for me. But most likely it's just not gonna work out. He may have a pile out this turn. That would be kind of hard to manage, but he could be pretty close anyway. It would need to be on like estates or something. Yeah, he's not gonna let me sneak a 3-pile, so, and he's not really greening too early either. Man, this is rotten. Just rotten. Guess I'll save my hovel. I mean, I'm just gonna lower piles in the off chance he drew 4 stonemasons or whatever. Like, I don't have another out. I mean, the very, very likely outcome is just he wins this turn, right? That's the all but guaranteed outcome, but I don't have another option besides playing for a dud. So now I can't even play for a dud because he's got too many. Man, what kind of draws? I guess my deck is really just that awful. But, I can get an imp now. Hooray! He would have to dud like 3 turns in a row now. Hopefully he can put out enough buys and stuff to hit it here. It would be really hard for him not to, I think, based on how trashed he is. But Look at this hand too that I got. That I lost. Okay, good. He's just gonna end it. I could probably resign, but I'm not sure what his for the refugee. I wasn't sure what flag to use, so I did the Olympics. I had already decided to use the UN flag for ties, so I'm using the Olympics for refugees. So, yeah, he really steamrolled me there. No, I guess there's lots of drawn stuff here. I'm thinking double silver lookout opening. And then just hit council rooms and ghost towns pretty hard. You can really go fast here as far as not messing around with building up so much as just blitzing, having a crap ton of council rooms and silvers and ghost towns. Question whether the lookout is even valuable in that scenario, but I guess the question is whether you stop off for these other cards, whether you stop off for Grave Robbers, Outposts, or Princes. That's the question to me. Not whether you do this big council room thing, which to me is just like a no-brainer, but mostly whether you do stop off for the other stuff. The outposts turns, of course, are nice if you have a council room in your hand. I mean, Prince and Outposts help each other a little bit. So, not the greatest. I'm gonna take these. I'm just gonna start taking these mini expeditions now, even though they're a little crappy. I guess this is a shuffle I'm not totally thrilled about triggering, although it's not that big either. He buys an island, which is fine-ish. Again, here I think I'm going to take the ghost town. The decks are going to be pretty wild here fast. To me, the island is not that inspiring. This is a nice lookout, very nice lookout. So, like I said, we can just really explode on this delve stuff, or I mean, if you're building up more, man, I sure just don't know whether you have time to do that stuff or not. please find a counselor. Yes. Yes. So, like, now my lookouts are already kind of garbage. But that's okay. What do I have? 8? So, like, double Ghost Town Delve is not bad, or triple Delve Ghost Town. Oh, I didn't quite do that math correctly. I like this. This seems good. These are going to be hilarious decks. Oh, good. He had a rotten turn. Okay, so I can get the last of the ghost towns here. Have a 4-3 split on that front seems okay to me. So it really is just a question of whether I want to try the outpost stuff or not. I think I don't really worry about the prince stuff too much. It's pretty easy to dud on the outpost turn. The decks are so fat still. I can just do Council Room Silver and double Province next turn, which is not too bad. The first turn is easy to make. It's the second one that's a little tougher. Well, maybe not easy to make isn't the right word, but I would like some farming villages, I think. Oh, he still didn't find a council room. Okay, that's pretty bad for him. I think I can buy a prince now. I could just buy a province. I don't actually have a prince target at this point, other than lookout. So like my next turn, if I draw the deck, I don't really have a way of using the prince, though I can get one. Well, I mean, a prince lookout is not completely crazy here, although it's a little bit crazy. This seems bad, what I'm doing, but whatever. Basically, I'm going to have, I think the way I want to do it is to have a really weird setup where this should work out to doing this. What did I play last time? 3 silvers, 3 coppers. So I know there's a council room in the end, so let's play this first. This may work out to doing this depending on how many of these I draw. Okay, it didn't really, but I was thinking if I can set it up where I play like 5 of the ghost towns before my outpost turns, that would be pretty good. Was my thinking. This next turn is just going to be a bunch of ghost towns. Which is not so great. Yeah, I think this is a little too fancy. I don't know what the ghost town split was. I have 7 of them, right? We'll see how this goes. He still doesn't have outposts, which is my thing that I have a leg up on, I guess. Though, as I said, the outpost turns aren't that inspiring. Like, by now I could probably have 3 provinces. So, I don't feel that great about what we've done on the whole. How many coppers did I play in this last bit? It's a little hard to... I had a copper in hand. I guess this was a clean shuffle. I don't know how many coppers I've trashed, but... I really need to draw the outpost, right? So I don't want to... So I'm okay with trashing a silver to make sure I find all this stuff. I can rebuy the silver. Okay. There's just no excuse for not greening a little bit here. This is how I would like the ghost towns to be set up. As far as which turns have which thing going on. And if it can become more lopsided, that's fine with me too. It's going to be pretty difficult for him to green, I think. I mean, he can't get all these provinces, I don't believe, so... Of course, I drew him like 1 billion cards, but... Next turn is going to be pretty tough for him. Oh, he only has 13. Yeah, this is fine. I'll be able to probably double province. Well, I don't know how much I'll put out, but I will likely be in pretty good shape. Double province over the course of my 2 outpost turns is what I mean. And he still hasn't bought any, so yeah, this is totally over, I think. I speak too soon, of course, but it would be very hard to lose. Yeah, gray rubber is pretty nice. Um, this is just too many points. So, well, okay. Turn 12, I had 6 provinces and an island. Is pretty fast. I don't know. I mean, it could have gone pretty fast without messing around with this other stuff, too. It's hard to do these what-if scenarios also as well, because it's a pretty interactive board, so... Oh, he didn't even get to his whatever. I don't know, I'm clicking that. Okay, so one more. I guess I'm helping Norway out by beating him or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the standing is between Norway and Refugee. One of them will get to go on to the sort of the playoff part, and one will not. But I don't know. I don't know where the situation is. Another Triumph board, and it's probably pretty good again. Well, it's probably pretty something again. This is a nice mission, pretty nice mission board with governors and stuff. What do the necro things do? That one I know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I was thinking I might open it, but that seems a little questionable. I think I'm gonna open Smithy Silver. This should be a governor thing. But there's lots of stuff on the board to play with. You play with most everything. You could just go ahead and start right in on the heralds, or you could do the necromancers. Those are fine too. I like Smithy for a little bit of cycling. Of course, it's good economy with the silver opening. This is pretty nice to hit exactly 5. I think it just keep on the governors. I'm not sure when abouts you want to start doing mission turns. This is not ideal draw. Silvers, I mean, I'll buy them, but they're not the greatest. The zombie stonemason is alright. Like, just to get even a little bit of trashing is pretty good. Assuming he's getting a herald, yeah, that seems right to me. Oh, I missed the poorhouse interaction. I wonder, whatever. I don't care at this point. That actually is going to make me want a necromancer for sure. You can fight against the can fight against this stuff a bit, this herald stuff a bit, by giving them a lot of silvers, basically. Then their heralds aren't quite so impressive. I'm kind of tempted to just do 2 remodels here. It's maybe not the greatest thing ever, but he does already have the necromancer, so it's not quite so bad for him to trash the coppers. Okay. See if he does another. This is actually pretty nice here, since I hit 4 thanks to the poorhouse. Question is, do I mission? I think yes. Though it could just be a herald by. Well, that's not great. I'm not sure if I want to play the smithy either. Can't buy anything. I mean, it's gonna be better to cycle, right? So that wasn't great. I need some lost cities. Him having 3 is not ideal. Oh, there's a herald in the trash. That helps the necromancer quite a bit. I'm gonna keep doing these poorhouses because why not? I'm not terribly worried about points because you can gain so many points, right? I mean, so many, just all at once, so that's not as big a deal. Pretty nice poorhouse. Well, I got 1 out of it anyway. That's not the worst thing. I think I would like him. I mean, I don't know why not to just keep getting the governors, to be honest. I mean, I would like lost cities, but I don't have to have them. I wouldn't mind a merchant guild. I think I could. Well, taking gold is not necessarily that great at this point. Okay. I'm a bit low on remodel targets. To be honest. So I was starting to feel a little bit bad about my turn, but it should be okay. Yeah, I mean, groundskeepers are fun. I hope he gains a lot of golds, because I would love to get some silvers. Just love it. I don't really have enough to do on my turn yet to justify a mission. I wouldn't really be able to do much at all, to be honest. He gets a groundskeeper, huh? Yeah, they're fine. I think the number of points you can get off triumphs is just a little bit higher. For the most part. No doubt he has a nice deck, though. I hope he buys provinces, man. That would be ideal. Mostly I would like him to give me silver, so that would be the most ideal. I guess he could triumph. It's a little odd. Okay. So I guess I want to draw. Very good. Very good. Okay, so there's a bit of a mismatch between the merchant guilds and the other stuff you want to do. So I think probably a few are still worth it. Okay. I have a silver in here, right? Okay. Very good. Okay, so if I go for a mission turn, it would be, I guess, primarily a province thing. I can probably afford to take the debt here. Not too... I'm not too displeased with this deck. Maybe I should not have given him the silver. This turn, I think we want to be in the triumph area and missioning. May want to run the estates out on our turn. Well, he might get pretty close to doing that, to be honest. Okay. So it would be good for me to take out these estates at this point, basically. I don't want him to have access to triumph anymore. Oh, I have an estate. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I suppose I'll do that at the start. Get another necromancer. Since one necromancer can always be herald and the other one can always be zombie apprentice or whatever it's called. He gets a silver, okay. So, I mean, I can't pile out, probably. No, there's no way. But, well, unless it's on provinces, I guess. If I can pile out on provinces, that's something I should make the attempt to do. Since that's just a win right now. Not great. So, but that would take, I think that's just not in the cards. Okay. That being said, I do want to gain some golds this turn. For sure. I'm gonna have 3 buys and then 3 buys again. Well, if I draw anyway. I mean, I could take the safe way of emptying the triumphs, which is to just, I can remodel for 2 estates right here, and that's it. That's the turn. Or I can try to do it on a mission turn, which is more points. Or, well, it gives me a little more options here, I guess. But probably more points. I could split the difference, I guess. No, that doesn't work. I mean, since we already won, let's just do the slightly riskier thing. Maybe slightly riskier is actually just a euphemism for completely terrible, but... so what do I want to do here? I want to buy a mission and two... a mission and 2 triumphs. And then hope we draw some governors. This is really good, actually. So here I can choose to start getting provinces already. Well, I should draw first. I mean, I can just decide to do that at the end if I think it's worth it. Right. Well, and the other thing is, I need to gain some cards, so... But let's draw up first. So that was quite nice. I probably could have gotten pretty close to emptying the provinces, but I need to have enough money here to do some stuff. I can't quite end it, but... So because I drew on there, I am pretty much out of the groundskeeper. Okay, so he can score a lot of points with groundskeepers still. That's totally possible. His issue is he only has 2 governors, so his mission turns are limited in how good they can be. So he can score a lot on his non-mission turn. Scoring on his mission turn is not so easy. And he has just a lot of silvers now, which are okay, but not that great. He does have a lot of groundskeepers though. I mean, I shouldn't have really described it as being out of it, because that's not accurate. But as I said, the mission turns are somewhat limited. So unless he's here going to have an especially good normal turn, which he could. I'm trying to think if there's like a pile out that he can do with as many merchant guilds as he has, if he can pile out the gardens or something between the two mission turns. I don't know, he probably doesn't have the... I don't think he probably can do that, but those are his governor plays already. So he can do 3 provinces and a gardens or something, which is a lot of points, admittedly. I mean, that puts him pretty close to ahead of me, I think. He just can't do much on his mission turns. Well, I mean, he needs good draws to make his mission turns very good, which is true for me as well, but I have a little more flexibility with the governors. I'm mostly not worried about what he can do here. Yeah. Okay. So I do have estates now. So I have garden making targets, I suppose is the way to put it. I could just remodel and buy a mission. That's not totally out there. I mean, I also have an issue where my mission turns can be kind of crappy, so there we go. This zombie apprentice has been just money for me. This could be a double province turn or a... I should have played the smithy. This is now up to quad province, right? Well, what I really want is to end the how many governors? 1, 2, 3. So I still have a lot of governor plays left. This doesn't quite finish the gardens off, though it's pretty close. This will finish the gardens off, though. I guess I could have finished the golds or the provinces off, maybe? No, I don't think so. Alright, so that's the match. That was an interesting game there. We had a lot of... We had a lot of high-powered boards, so... There's a lot of... quite explosive engines. Anyway, thank you all for watching. There will be more World Cup matches in the upcoming weeks, and I hope you all enjoyed it. See you later.